Oh, hello. Yeah, so this is Yakuza Kiwami 3. Dark Ties demo. The Kiwami part 2. The Kiwami part 2. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, that happens, you know. Like when the kid just, you know, have bigger dreams and their parents be like really insecure about losing them. I don't know. Parents are scared of changes. Wait, what am I talking about? Yeah, I like how it does a little guitar riff when you get the what you call it, side quest.
Hey.
Oh, he's like, hey. Hey. If you have a calling that loud, that, you know, unshakable, it's divine calling. Never brush it off as like something random. You know, if you have a really huge dream, you should pursue it. I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't know. I'm just being random. It's serious. Never, you know, brush off your dreams as randomness, random thought. You feel me? And now every time I have a really huge calling, I really follow my heart, because your heart never lies. And I just, you know, sometimes I realize I let fear control me when I was a kid, when I was way younger, you know, and I'm like, oh, the opportunities I've wasted, or, you know, just ignored my inner calling, and now I'm like, if I really want to do something or go somewhere, I just, you know, really do it, and then I'm like, I always see the reason behind it, you know, in terms of on the grand scheme of things in these planets, in the multiverses. It makes sense afterwards, you know. When you first have the calling, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't immediately make sense, but after you do it, after you have the experience, when you know, afterwards, like when you review it, you're like, oh my god. And that's why I had such a strong desire, or, you know, strong drive or passion at the time to do it. I really wanted to travel somewhere, and when I was a kid, when I was way younger, I was like, I let fear drive me instead of love or passion or your true calling, my true calling. So I didn't travel, and then like 2 years ago I traveled, and I'm like, oh my god. I just now thinking about it, I'm like, everything made sense. Like everything made sense. Like even the bad things. Even when I was facing it, I'm like, oh, that's so bad. But now I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Now that I've gained the skills to solve similar problems with the skills I've gained through the problems I was having back in the days, back when I was experiencing them. I'm not just talking about traveling. I mean, like it could be anything in life, that any discomfort, any problems, or bad stuff you've ever experienced. Nothing is wasted. Let me just say this: nothing is ever wasted. None of your experiences were ever wasted, because
Welcome.
Even the bad stuff is adding wisdom.
Time to dig in. Not bad.
Adding wisdom to your life, so that
It's delicious.
when
Thanks.
similar problems happen, you'll know what to do. And I got really good friends to talk about this with, and they told me, I asked them, like, even if I was flexing his abs. What the what was wrong with me? I told, oh, look at the cinematics. That's so violent. Oh my god. Yeah, but like satisfying though. Yeah, so satisfying though. Boyd. Why the Boyd look real?
Which one?
So what does that do? Like, we just have strangers' numbers, like with stalkers, and they don't even mind. They're like so happy, like, oh, random stalkers. They're so bad. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't want to appear to people as stalkers, but like, there's so many butterflies to catch, and I wouldn't want to come off as random stalker. That's so embarrassing. It's just so against my values. What am I talking about? Oh my god. Oh my god.
What a waste of time.
A waste of time, but you get paid. You get money from doing it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was like, that sounds like scratching somebody's head. Like, I was like, so serious. Like, I'm gonna obliterate this ball. I'm gonna obliterate balls. It's so bad. Wait, hold on. What am I talking about? Wait, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Oh yeah.
Damn.
I don't even know what I'm doing. So I don't know how to play this. It's been 20 years since I last played it. Played pool. Is this pool or? Oh yeah. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, I was talking about, I had friends who I had the honor to talk to about that stuff. I'm like, if life is so hard, and no matter how hard we try our best to choose to do the right things, but in the end, nobody wins. Like, we can never avoid tragic outcomes or just things going wrong, and when we try so hard not to make mistakes, other people would still think you are making mistakes. So I'm like, why even try? Why even try to do the right things anymore if nobody wins? And in the end, and I'm like, you see babies, right? They were born really happy and really fearless or carefree, and then when they grow up, life happens and they lose that innocence and that fearlessness, and they're full of worries, and basically I feel like their souls just get damaged from things that are so unnecessary, the things they go through, and the difficulties they don't talk about, and the hardship they faced, and and I'm like, why, and I know the universe and God is all loving, and but why, and some people, it takes so much courage and strength to choose, it's a choice what happens afterwards, whether you become stronger or you break. It's a conscious choice, and that's even harder for me to understand, because a lot of people, they don't know that, and they don't have people guiding them out of the darkness. And if you see innocent people going through things that they don't deserve, and it breaks you, if you're really compassionate and empathetic, it fucks you up, you feel so much for the world and for people suffering. I'm like, then why even live? Why even have this life just to have our soul damaged? Just to go through things that fucks you up. And even beautiful experiences can turn really shitty at one point, and even like really beautiful marriages or relationships, they just experience really shitty things across the timelines. And I'm like, then why even have the good things if it's just gonna turn into shit? And why even live if nobody wins? But then yeah, I'm like, if there is light, apparently there is, and we are all from it, you know, the core value, not core value, what do you call it? Your highest self is from the light. If you trace into where your soul's origin, you're from the light, is essentially like originally, but it's not a knowledge that people understand, and that's okay if you don't resonate with it, you're just not ready. But for the people who can, or who do resonate, who can understand, let me explain this. So I was like, yeah, if this world is full of shadows and darkness and illusions and fear, which fear is illusion, and bad experiences can really break people and hurt their soul, why even try, you know, if nobody wins? And I got this problem, I got this thought for decades. I couldn't understand, I couldn't see the answer. And yeah, I was so lucky I got gifted the answers to this repeating question that's been really bothering me all my life. I'm like, I kept asking myself, you know, if our origin is God, I mean light, and the universe, and God loves people unconditionally, why do shit happen? And some shit are so dark, and even God cries with the victims, and feels intense pain about it. So basically, I realized, I know how some people say that, you know, God, you know, some religious people, kids I met when I was a kid, they said even God regret making humans or making this world. I'm like, no way. And now I know is not true. You know, God doesn't make shit. You know, that God doesn't cause things to happen by accident just to fuck you up. So what I've realized is, so what my friends told me was, they were friends, but they were more like mentors, because they know things I don't know yet, and they're so wise, but they don't have ego, so they're really humble. So they said this, so we discussed it and we came up with it together. So I said, I feel like this world is intentional, the design of it, and the design of humans is also intentional, even though some people say like, oh, humans can lose their ways and forget about God and do horrible shit to each other and to the planet. I'm like, but they forgot about God. They came in, you know, not knowing, not remembering, It's not punishment. It's not sin. It's not because you've sinned. The blindness is bravery. Your soul chose this path. Is the hard one. I'm not saying divine beings have it easy. Nobody has it easy in this world. This world is designed to be hard for a reason. Let me explain. So the humans, they work in perfect harmony with divine beings. You can call them demigods, as in Hinduism, or angels, as in, yeah. And so I'll just call them divine beings. So they work in perfect harmony with humans. There's no hierarchy, but you can think of there is, but I don't. I mean, and I don't think they got harder jobs than ours. I don't think our job is harder than theirs either. So basically, humans came in not knowing shit, not remembering where their souls came from and their God, and how they were created, and their origin and their inner light. That's always there, that's the default setting. But the shadows in the world is clouding them. Is intentional design. It's not a flaw, and you're not less than divine beings. You're just working your way from the inside, and they are divine beings are nudging you, so you don't completely lose your ways. And there's always divine intervention, 25/8, 24/7, 25/8, to make the balance, to keep the harmony going. And so basically, why do we design this dimension is that you come here, humans, I'm talking to humans, about humans. So in terms of human lives, right, I don't know, us, we came here, basically we spawned on this planet, blind and not knowing shit, not knowing our divine origins, because we can work through life from the inside, and because our physical bodies is linked to the chronological aging process, and you're going through time linearly, even though that's not the case on higher dimensions, but it's not the case for your heart or your soul, but your body goes through it as a perfect design. I mean, so you can, and you would go through life long and hard and not knowing anything initially, so that you can work through things that you wouldn't, you can refine love that you wouldn't otherwise. If you come here like angels or divine beings, knowing everything, carrying all the knowledge and wisdom from heaven, then you wouldn't go through things the same way. If you already know certain things, the purpose of things before they happen, then while you're experiencing it, you'll be too consciously judging it, or you just know why it happens without trying to figure it out. So you wouldn't refine love and forgiveness the way you would if you don't fully remember it as humans, that come in here pretty much blindfolded and in amnesia. And that's why you can see if real divine beings, they spawn onto this planet, they don't preach spirituality. They don't consciously, intentionally, explicitly preach spirituality or religion. They don't force. They allow. They wait. They're patient. They wait for you to figure it out yourself through your own journey, whether it be through a boring job or creativity. And also, humans, came into this world blindfolded, not remembering fully or at all, so that we can refine love, and forgiveness and wisdom and creativity. We can also refine art and music here, especially love, though. We can refine those things better than if we came in here with the full knowledge and remembering of heavenly realms. If we come here as complete light beings, and we already carry full force unconditional love and forgiveness, and then the love wouldn't get refined.
Go cool off your head.
So basically, like the how a verse in the Quran said, we came in this world like gold jumping into fire to purify ourselves. It's kind of like that. And also,
time to dig in.
Divine beings and demigods or whatever, they come into this world to also evolve, because when they come in with the full knowledge of love and forgiveness and creativity, they get more, because time is denser and slower here, so they get more time to refine their art and music and creativity and writing. So basically we're all co-creators, and we're all working toward the goal of creativity and refining love and deepening compassion, because even when divine beings who are already very compassionate, they come here and then they sometimes choose to live human lives, like in the movies. There's a new movie by Keanu Reeves. Yeah, and you can see like he's an angel and he's having a real human life. I don't know what happened. Oh yeah. So the movie is like saying like he didn't have a choice, but if divine beings want to live full human life, it's usually a choice, so that's what I didn't agree with. But even if it's not their choice, their souls probably had that contract that they want to live full human lives, and they have to be really strong and so they don't lose their ways. So when they choose to live human lives, they even their compassion grow and evolve. So like when we think like, oh, God is perfect and angels are perfect, they probably don't have feelings. That's not true. They can still evolve and they can still learn things and refine their compassion. And they know they can, and humans know, human souls know we can. And also the reason we live such slow life. This is fun. Hold on. Oh god, this is a funny quest.
No, I can't. These are for the kids. I can't just steal their ice cream.
Oh man, he's gonna steal those ice creams. Oh, that's so funny. And yeah, so how humans come to this planet as to live like a chronological life, while divine beings can basically have more freedom. Yeah, whatever. That's so nasty. So, that's nasty. He can eat them now. So what I'm saying is, divine beings have more freedom in terms of time. They can time travel, but that's not what it's called. It's just their timelines are more fluid. I mean, they can spawn anytime, at any point in time, as any form to help people and animals and planets. But yeah, but humans have the slower, they have to go through life on a linear chronological fashion. That's not a curse, that's not punishment, that's not saying you're less than angels. That's because we go through that like that because during the aging process we can find beauty about things, and also we can learn more about our bodies as in different age stages, so we come up with healthcare and some health practices that, you know, if angels choose to live human lives, they can benefit from it as well, because humans, we don't come in knowing for sure like there's afterlife and the soul is eternal. We come in knowing shit. We come in YOLO. We come in thinking you only live once, and so we give our all. We give it all to this life, to this form, to this ego person that we manifest as. So we don't take this life for granted. But like when angels come in, they have the full knowledge. They don't do self-care, because they're like, oh yeah, when we're old, we just eat, we just die, we're gonna, you know, our soul gonna live on anyways, doesn't matter. But so that's what was the beautiful about human life, is that because we don't have the knowledge, our souls are eternal, and we gonna be okay after this life. We gonna have another one, or like, you know, if you choose to come back, you can, you know, come back, or if you choose to do something else to explore the multiverse and other planets, you can do that too, or you can be a rabbit or whatever. But yeah, as this life, we don't take it for granted, and that's such a beautiful design. That's so intentional. Like, how can you not say is intentional? How can you label it as a sin? How can you label it as punishment or less good than divine beings? We're just working in harmony. We're all contributing in our own ways. That's so beautifully just harmonious, you know. We help them, they help us, you know, and we work toward the same goal, which is defining love, refining love. Refining, not defining. What's wrong with me? And to love gets evolved, and it just gets more in depth, and we even learn to forgive in situations where we feel like we can't, and that's even more beautiful. That's what the Bible meant. You know, if you can remember God when you come in here blindfolded, when you still choose to see the light and to remember the light that's already inside your heart, that's even bigger victory than just coming in knowing everything. But yeah, the Bible only just pointed that out on surface level, but yeah, when you interpret it like my friends did, that's so beautiful. And I mean, I'm not good at summarize things, and I just unpack things, and I talk about it in such length. And I mean, like, they only spent 5 minutes with me, and now I'm like spending what what, an hour? What? to like explain this. But like, do you feel me? Do you feel me? If it resonates, even if a little bit, you're ready for this shit. You know, you're ready for awakening. But I mean, like, a lot of people talking about awakening and stuff. I'm thinking maybe humans are ready finally, because we don't need darkness anymore. We have reached a point where humans are too powerful. Therefore, the pursuit of darkness can be too powerful and unnecessary, and we don't really need it anymore. Maybe in the past they were necessary for us to grow and evolve as souls, as truth seeking souls. But now you see, as how much we've advanced and how much we've grown to be powerful. At this point, we don't need darkness like we did before, and we've accumulated darkness as too much, and we're seeing like a huge wave of awakening going on, and
what a waste of time.
And even like some people think like I'm not doing enough, like or even angels, they might think, oh, the humans are fucked up, we're not doing enough, we can't change the world, like what's God doing, like what's his plan? But I think don't give up. You know, I mean, we don't need to do a lot. I mean, we don't have to change, to force people to change. We can't. It's not the end goal to completely change the world by yourselves or by ourselves. What we can do is we can plant seeds. You can lead by example. It might not seem like a lot at first, and it might not even work straight away. I feel like powerless. I feel like we're not changing people's hearts the way we wanted to. But one day it will click. You planted that seed and it'll bloom randomly when that person gathers enough experiences or growth, or emotional or spiritual growth, or just growth in general, or just when they accumulate enough experiences and wisdom to a threshold, and they cannot help but to realize, to bloom, the seed, for the seed to bloom, and they're like completely changed. or like maybe it happens gradually. But some things come in suddenly, like a truck. But some flowers bloom quietly and gradually and beautifully and peacefully, and still works, changes the heart, because humans have this subconscious pattern and like a karmic cycle, and their subconscious mind is working behind the scenes, and conscious nudging can only act as seed planting, because to get out of the cycle they're so familiar with, that they operate on for all their lives, there's no instant snap out of it. I mean, only very rarely, like life death situations, but like normally it takes so much time for people's mindset to shift, for people's paradigms to shift. What am I talking about? Why am I talking about this? Is it helpful? I don't know. Whatever. Just enjoy the video. Something like, no matter how hard your life seems or how difficult certain situations seem, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And just never lose hope, never lose faith. You'll always get out of it. Nothing, no difficult situation is permanent. Even if some hardcore shit, you'll always have victory in the end. Or like, even if you feel like you've lost, the experience adds things to your soul's journey. It never, nothing is ever wasted. No life, no time, no experience is ever wasted. Even especially the bad ones. They don't teach you. They give you the opportunity to refine your strength, your inner resilience, and they refine love. They make love stronger, deeper, and they make you shine brighter in the end. Maybe when things are happening at the time, darkness can overwhelm you a little bit. I feel like you're dimmed, but that's not it. That's not the end. When you get out of it, you get to shine brighter, and you get to get knowledges out of it. A lot of knowledges happen as like living thing. Nobody has the answer. It comes from trial and error. It comes from, like, if you I'm a scientific, I have scientific background. So we do experiments, before we know what the result gonna be. We have to do it fast, and then you get the results from the patterns, from learning about how things work and how living organisms react to certain environments or stimulants. Now Yeah, what I'm saying is, before we get the result, we don't know the result or how to get it. We get it by living it, by living life. Life is like a experiment, and when weird things happen, like life is so random. It's so fucking random. Everything, I mean, the bigger blueprint of destiny, it happens according to a blueprint, but the little things that happens along the way, right? It can be like really random, and like you can't control exactly like or 100% how things go, or how other people behave or act or react. So there's a lot of variables during your experiment of life. And it just adds spices to it. It's not a curse. It's not the universe trying to make your life harder. It's just so that even with the variables happening, you still get wisdom out of difficult situations. That refines your wisdom too, and the knowledge. It becomes more solid and more universal. So if you have you come up with a solution to a particular problem in life, with all the random stuff that seemingly making your life harder, and the solution becomes stronger, you know. So like, just know that the universe takes care of your problems, and like all the time, and no, you're not alone in any situation. Your ancestors, the spirits, and the angels and divine beings, they always have your back. And sometimes even if when you come across really mean people and really nasty situations, just know that there's always a spiritual force, whether it be the divine or your ancestors or spirits or like good friends. There's always that positive force that have your back. So you're never alone, even when you feel like you're just one person against the world. You're like, you feel isolated as a human being. You feel alone. That's not true, in the sense of you're spiritually looked after, your soul is looked after the whole time. You just gotta see it. You just gotta look at it, look for it. Look at life as, you gotta notice it. Help and love is everywhere. You just gotta notice it. So basically, I got advice. I forgot where I heard it from. That was so beautiful. I heard oh yeah, I think that was from one of those YouTube channels that talk about spirituality. They said So I forgot the example they gave, but I'll just give you a similar example. So if you think you're ugly, then when you go out, you keep looking for people until your belief is justified. That's not their original words. Their original words were much simpler. So let me say it this way. If you believe the world has problems, you'll keep looking for it until you find one. I mean, if you believe strawberries are blue, you keep looking for it and until you find one. No, and what I'm saying is, if you believe you're ugly, you keep looking. You'll keep looking for people that do believe it, do think it, until you find one. So what I'm saying is, why not change your mindset? Because what you think people, what other people think of you is their own projection. So if they think you're a dirty whore that sluts around and have ill intentions, when your heart is so pure, you just want to spread unconditional love to people you care about, but they think of it as you have like a bad intentions, or you're like some sort of stalker or like some dirty whore. That's their own projection. They're the dirty sluts. So they label your pure heart as shit, as slutty, because they don't know better. Okay, so if people judge you and think, oh, you're ugly, or you're fat, or you're too this or that, that's their own projection, because they don't have any higher consciousness going on, as in their conscious frequency level right now. They don't have any higher understanding of life or on other people. They don't have deep compassion as in for now. So don't let their ignorance define you. If you love someone out of pure heart, unconditionally, then that's a beautiful thing. And if people want to label it as whatever, dirty stuff, of course physical attraction happens. It's a human thing, is a thing. It's a biological thing. And if your heart is pure, it can even feel more intense. And that's not punishment, that's not sin, that's not lust. It's true love. True love is beautiful. It changes lives. It is a big beacon that shows the universe what true love looks like, and you're giving people hope in such a dark time that true love still exists, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't connect, don't associate guilt with true love. Don't label it as lust, because there will always be people talking and labeling and projecting their own inner ignorance, and that's the highest conscious level, max conscious level they've reached for now. You know, maybe they're so
Perfect timing. We've got some trouble over here.
so evil.
Something up?
Some of those Tamashiro guys came barging into the market, bold as can be.
On our turf?
Yeah, they're making a big stink and telling us to pay their protection fee.
Trouble with another family?
The Ryudo family have done right by us for years. We told them we'd never turn our backs on you. Those hot-headed fools wouldn't hear a word of it. If those idiots go on a rampage, they're gonna trash our market. Rikia, please, we need your help.
Okay. Don't worry. I'll head over now. You hang tight. I gotta take care of this.
Hold on. I'll tag along. No sense in waiting around here if there's something I can do to help.
Huh? Fine, just keep up. What the hell? Damn. Hey! You alright? Are you hurt? What happened here?
Rikia-chan.
It was those Tamashiro bastards, huh?
Yes, they just pointed a gun at us and
A gun?
Seriously?
they took my husband hostage. Said they were taking their dues.
Your husband? The guy who runs the shopping district? How many of Tamashiro's men were there?
Probably about 10 of them, maybe more.
10? This is worse than I thought. I need to let the boss know and round up some of our boys.
But who knows if my husband is even safe right now?
I can't be in two places at once.
Don't worry. It'll be all right. Where'd they take your husband?
Huh?
Over there, on the second floor. You can head up the stairs in the back.
Got it.
Hey, you're not thinking about going in alone, are you?
That a problem?
No, but why would you?
Because some Yakuza think they can push innocent civilians around, and that doesn't fly with me. I've seen enough of it for a lifetime.
None of this would have happened if you had just shut up and listened to us in the first place. To hell with the Ryudo family. We can send them packing anytime, anywhere.
So you're the Tamashiro family?
Huh? And who are you supposed to be? Don't recognize you. You in the same line of work?
I'd rather not be lumped together with you. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Hey, what's with the pot shots, jackass? You ain't from around here, are you? Seems you got a lot to learn about how things work in Okinawa.
That idiot.
Where'd you come from?
Not now!
Well, looky here. The Ryudo family's favorite little dipshit. The more the merrier. We're gonna school you both.
And this world is such a test of whether people choose, like, make decisions out of love or out of fear. You know, I would choose, you know, like I said, when I had the nudge to go travel the world, I chose it. I listened to my heart, and I chose love over fear. Fear about what gonna happen when I travel, or what if I get sick or injured. But I chose love. This is why when you choose love, you win every time, because your heart never lies. And when you choose love, that means you chose integrity. That means you gonna do life with integrity, and the result you get is out of integrity. It was so funny because basically this guy
For real?
this guy was like better at it, but
Sir, are you alright?
I am now. You saved me.
Me? No.
He saved me too. Things got pretty hairy back there. Might not have made it without him.
I was such a noob.
Nah, man, hang on. Our turf war is our problem, not yours. You don't have a dog in this fight. So I want to know, why'd you help?
You're right. I don't care about your turf. I just saw something I couldn't look past. That's all.
And you were ready to die over it?
Some things you don't give up on, no matter what. You got anything like that? Can you stand?
Believe so. Thank you. Thank you so much for everything.
This lost us a lot of time. Oh well, let's pick up where we left off. Take me to your family's office. What? You got something better to do?
Follow me, please. It's this way.
So yeah, just subscribe, because this game has taught me so many moral lessons, and I found it to be really enriching.